Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a nameless monster.
In the early 1960s, Franz Bonaparte, birth name Klaus Pope Pei, began the book-reading seminars at the Red Rose Mansion. 1961, The Magnificent Steiner begins airing in Germany and France. 1970, Vera Sirna falls in love with a German Czechoslovakian soldier. Unknowingly, the soldier was a part of Franz Bonaparte's program. 1972, Al Green releases the album Let's Stay Together. 1974. Vera was captured and put under surveillance after she and the soldier tried to flee and resist Bonaparte's program. The soldier is executed. 1975. Vera gives birth to twins, a boy and girl. She comes up with names for them, but Bonaparte stresses that names are unnecessary for his program. Vera moves into the Three Frogs building with the twins. 1977. Bonaparte publishes the picture book, The Nameless Monster, under the pen name Emil Seibai. 1978, Kenzo Tenma leaves Japan to study medicine in Germany. 1979, Tenma enrolls in Dusseldorf University Medical School. Later that year, he graduates and is hired as a neurosurgeon at Eisler Memorial Hospital. 1981, one of the twins is taken to the Red Rose Mansion. The reading seminars at the mansion come to an end. During a seminar event, Bonaparte spiked the wine with nitric acid, killing 42 people. The twin survives and witnesses it, and then is returned to the Three Frogs with their mother and the other twin. Anna, the female twin, and Johann, the male twin, burn down the Three Frogs and leave Prague. 1982. Helmut Wolf found the twins on the Czech-German border, saving their lives. Johann is sent to 511 Kinderheim, and Anna is sent to another orphanage. 1985, the 511 Kinderheim massacre took place. The orphans and instructors turned on and murdered each other. Only Johann and Christoph Siervek survive. 1986. In March, Johann and Anna are adopted by former advisor of commerce, Michael Liebert, and his wife. In April, Franz Bonaparte visits the Lieberts. Johann sees Bonaparte. After his departure, Johann uses a gun to murder both of the Liebert parents. Anna witnesses it and takes the gun and shoots Johann in the head. He sustains a bullet wound to his head and is in critical condition. Anna isn't physically harmed, but is in an unresponsive mental trance as a result of the trauma. They are brought to Eisler Memorial Hospital. Kenzo Tenma operates on Johann despite his superiors advising him to prioritize the mayor, who is admitted to the ER. Johann lives, and the mayor dies. Tenma is demoted for this decision. Shortly after, 3 of Tenma's superiors are poisoned and killed by nitric acid-laced candy. Johann and Anna mysteriously disappear from the hospital. Due to recent events, Tenma is promoted back to lead neurosurgeon. In May, Johann and Anna are adopted by the Fortners. Around October, Johann vanishes from the residence, leaving Anna behind. Anna is renamed as Nina Fortner. 1989, Peter Kapik escapes to Germany with his friend Milan. 1990, in Hamburg, Johann discovers a middle-aged couple with the last name Liebert, coincidentally having a deceased son of the same age also named Johann. Johann convinces them that he was actually their son and still alive. He moves in with them. 1993. Johann hires Adolf Junkers, along with 2 other men, to murder several middle-aged couples across Dusseldorf, Germany. 1995. Adolf Junkers is hit by a car and subsequently admitted into Eisler Memorial Hospital. Johann and Tenma finally meet again after 9 years, as Johann shoots and kills Junkers. Tenma gives his witness testimony to Inspector Heinrich Lungay, but isn't believed since the perpetrator, Johann, leaves no trace or evidence. Despite this, Lungay suspects Tenma is the murderer. The Fortner parents and Jacob Maurer, a journalist, are murdered by policemen secretly working for Johann, leaving Tenma as the prime suspect. Tenma quits his job at Eisler Memorial Hospital and starts off on a journey to find and prevent Johann from murdering more people. The media portrays Kenzo Tenma as a serial killer on the run. Tenma contacts his former peer and renowned criminal psychologist Rudy Gillen. Gillen begins assisting to prove Tenma's innocence. 1997. Johann enrolls in the University of Munich and reunites Hans Schuwald with his long-lost son, also becoming his secretary. Richard Braun begins investigating Johann. Johann murders Braun, making the scene appear as a suicide. Roberto, a hired hitman, attempts to murder Dr. Julius Reich Wein, but is thwarted by Tenma. Johann orchestrates and executes a fire at Schuwald's book donation ceremony, burning down the University of Munich library. Amongst the chaos, Tenma shoots Roberto to prevent him from killing Schuwald. Roberto survives and escapes. Tenma meets Wolfgang Grimmer on a train. Detective Jan Suk is framed for the murders of the secret Czech police. Grimmer sends a fake confession letter to clear Suk from being a suspect of the former secret Czech police murders. Tenma is apprehended by the police in Prague. 1998. While being extradited from the Czech Republic to Germany, Tenma escapes from an armored prisoner export vehicle in efforts to rescue Eva Heinemann, a witness who can prove Johann's existence in a court testimony, from being assassinated by Roberto. Milan Kolas attempts to kill Peter Kapik but fails and is killed by the police. Johann burns down the Red Rose mansion. Tenma goes to Prague. Johann and Nina are finally reunited. Nina reveals to Johann that she was the twin who witnessed the Red Rose Mansion massacre. Johann once again disappears. Shortly after, in order to carry out the perfect suicide, Johann orchestrated the Ruhenheim town massacre by distributing unauthorized firearms to civilians, ultimately resulting in the deaths of many of the town's citizens, as well as tourists. Among those deaths are Franz Bonaparte, Roberto, and Wolfgang Grimmer. Johann points a gun at a child's head, attempting to force Tenma to shoot him to save the boy. The boy's father witnesses the event in action, and he shoots Johann in the head to save his son. Kenzo Tenma operates on and saves Johann Liebert's life once again. Johann remains in a coma. Afterwards, Tenma is acquitted of the false murder allegations. 1999. Kenzo Tenma joins the organization Doctors Without Borders. He visits a comatose Johann in the hospital. Tenma tells the unresponsive Johann his mother actually had a name for him. Later that day, Johann's hospital bed is vacant and the window is open. Johann Liebert's whereabouts are still currently unknown.